Hello, this is Chris Bellinger at Better Business Planning. This webinar is about our HR360 product, and hopefully at the end of this webinar you will understand the great value in this product. Here's the landing page for HR360, and you'll already see a lot of great resources on this page. And what I'm going to do is you log in the top right hand corner. It remembers your password. I'm going to click login. And what most of our clients use this for, one of the great resources, are those posters that you have to hang that are either state or federally mandated. And what our clients do is they go on here and they go and they print out the posters. So I'm just going to use the state law poster. I'm clicking go. And here it's going to bring me up to the various posters I selected. And as you can see, they have posters in English and Spanish. I am Polish, and in Illinois we have a big Polish population, and we'll see that we have posters in Polish too in the Chicago area. And so I'm just going to click on one, and this is a great money saver, because every year you have to buy these posters. There's always laws being changed in various states, and here I can print out this poster and I can post it in the break room or wherever the employees congregate so that they can see this. So these are all state and federal laws, so I just wanted to show you one of the posters that you can pick out. Another great resource that people use this for are just all the forms, but there's some really cool stuff, and two hot topics that always come up are CORBA and FMLA. In the top right corner, you saw I just clicked CORBA and clicked go. This system is very dynamic. It's just like Google, and so you can go up there and pretty much search anything, and it's going to pull up the areas in this site that have those topics. So here for CORBA, you'll see there's content, and they always then have documents. So they have all the safe harbor documents, all the CORBA documents that you can think of. So I'm just going to go ahead and click one of these topics, and I'm going to choose termination steps. So it's going to bring me to the HR360 landing page about CORBA and all the steps. So it's going to say reasons for voluntary termination, things like that. So it's just a very nice site that talks about this under their discipline and termination section. I'm going to go ahead, though, because you saw on the left-hand side, I can choose CORBA. Well, now it brings down a whole huge list of all their CORBA stuff. And another great thing about this site is it gives you really quick webinars within it, vignettes, if you will, that talk about the subject. So you can see this one's 42 seconds long, and it's just a little introduction about CORBA. So right here, it goes ahead and gives me all these rules about CORBA. And a lot of this stuff of what this site tries to do is it brings you out to the actual federal labor sites that discuss this topic and right to those various pages. So it's just a really neat site about these various laws that come up, and maybe you don't run into a lot of CORBA situations, so you forget how the law works. This is what this resource is great for, and it also has the forms. So right here, CORBA election, I'm going to click on there, and it's going to bring me to the CORBA election form, tell me about all the rules and the steps that go with it. One of the other great things is every state pretty much has mini CORBA laws. And so if you are under 20 employees, well, there's probably a CORBA law within that state you're supposed to be following. So you can see right here, state mini CORBA. I can click on there, and it's going to tell me basically what that is. And then there's, again, additional links that can bring me out to help me out with these state mini CORBA laws. So again, this is just a great resource to go through and check about how CORBA works and get various information about HR. But again, this whole site, it's called HR360 for a reason. It has more than CORBA and FMLA, but these are the hot topics. So I'm just, of course, going through, here to show you all the content on here. And again, I'm going to go to FMLA, click go. It's going to do the same thing, content and documents. And as you know with FMLA, just like CORBA, it's sort of an easy law to follow. Employers just miss the steps, and before you know it, you're fined. And so one of the great things is with this site is, again, it just refreshes you on the topic. So as you saw, I clicked Introduction to FMLA. Again, another great video here so that you can go through it. And again, right on the left-hand side, I can click on it, and this site will bring up all the topics about FMLA. So you'll see here, here's all the forms, goes through. Another great thing on this, again, is here's the FMLA steps. It's really cool. Just like CORBA, it basically gives you step-by-step of what you should be doing. And so you can come to this site and click on it. Should I be covered? And then how do I run through the process? And so on and so forth. So just another great utilization. But you can, of course, see all these topics under employee benefits here. So I'm just going to click on the employee benefits link to go to the home page under there, so you can just see the various topics that are there. So you can see here benefit notices calendar. You can click on there, and you can go through here, and it tells you various things that should be on your calendar to remind you of benefits. It has benefits benchmarking on this site. So you can go through here, and it gives you some access to benchmarks that were done, so you can benchmark your plans, and so on and so forth. You'll see HIPAA, healthcare reform's huge, and as you can see on this site, they have a whole section just available on healthcare reform. And again, a nice little vignette here, 2-minute introduction to it, has a whole calendar of events. As you all know, it just changed yet again. Oh, it changed again. It changes every minute. So there's always different rules, and the nice thing with this site is it keeps you up to date. A lot of people find something on the internet, or they print it out a nice calendar, and it's pretty much outdated at the time that you printed it. So as you can see here, here's all the major topics about healthcare reform, and as you know at Better Business Planning, we also have HR support call-in center and phone number, legal support for you, so we can also help in those regards. As far as human resources, recruitment and hiring, discipline and termination, you'll see the various subjects on here, and a lot of this has to just do with topics. Again, it gives you forms. It tries to hopefully answer most of your questions. So under human resources, a lot of times payroll falls in under there. So there's a whole payroll, so having a payroll process, helping you with outsourcing. As you know at Better Business Planning, we both do payroll administration, and we also help in consulting on payroll. So there's just all kinds of things that we can help you with payroll, but this site runs you through the processes, because you should always have payroll processes in place and things that you check year in and year out, like the W-4 statements for your employees. There's recruitment and hiring, discipline and termination. But another great thing under this website would be the state laws. So I'm going to click on there. Now, I'm going to use my home state of Illinois, but you can see you can come here, and there's a vignette on just state laws explaining how this works. On the left-hand side, you see all the states, but here's a nice little chart here in the middle. I'm going to go click on my home state of Illinois. And there's a lot of hot topics in Illinois of late. And what's great about this site, they're all right here. So there's going to be same-sex marriage in Illinois. Currently, we only have civil unions. That's going to force June 1st. There's going to be medical marijuana in Illinois. It's already taken effect. So employers are going to want to start updating their handbooks. And so you'll just see all the things about Illinois. But then on the left-hand side, you will already see other topics about Illinois, and you can go get the posters again, what's the minimum wage, and things like that. So I just wanted to show you the state laws because it always gives you an update about the hot topics. Forms and policies, it just is what it is. There's policy statements on here to help you develop policies within your organization, job descriptions, things like that. And then there's all kinds of forms, CORBA forms, FMLA forms. So just all the things that you can think of are available on this site in samples, and then you can edit them how you see fit. HR apps and tools, it's just another cool thing. Like the CORBA advisor helps you understand the CORBA law, goes through it. Exempt versus non-exempt advisor, I mean, that's a really big one. People are always struggling as an employee, exempt versus non-exempt. And obviously that's a big deal because you don't want to pay overtime. I showed you the FMLA advisor that walks you through. So just a lot of great things in here to help you out, interactive tools. Then you have the Resource Center. Of course, this just brings you out to all kinds of websites that were vetted by HR360. A lot of them are the federal government websites. That brings you to the phone numbers of who to call, and just a lot of other great websites that are very good. One that I personally use is the Employee Benefit Security Administration, the EBSA. That's great for retirement benefit information, so I go to that a lot. I do go to the Department of Labor CORBA website. I give them calls if I need to ask about CORBA. So again, it just helps you out, and they're constantly updating the information because, as you know, websites change, phone numbers change. So again, it's just a great resource. So just to test this out, just to show you what I mean about this search feature up here, I'm going to just type out one more topic, sexual harassment, because that one always does come up as well. And I just want to show you how great this search feature is. So there's no search results because I type sexual harassment. Of course, you have to spell correctly when you're typing. That always helps. Going through there, when you spell correctly, you'll see here's sexual harassment forms, things of that nature that you can go through. In California, they have a really big sexual harassment law in the books where you have to make sure that you have the testing each year. So I hope you found this webinar useful. And again, if you currently don't have or forgot your login for the HR360, let us know. And we can always do webinars on the spot for your organization. So it's just another great resource brought to you by Better Business Planning. And I thank you for your time. Have a great day.